We looked at books and literature, books written by some famous authors, and who wrote. Now let's look at some questions. Our first question is, the author of book Revolution 2020 is written by who? All right. The first question. The author of book the author of book Revolution. The author of book Revolution 2020 is, who is the author? Option A, Kalidas. Kalidas. Option B, Chetan Bhagat. Chetan Bhagat. Option C, Anita Desai. Anita Desai. And option D, Kautilya. Which is the correct option? The Revolution 2020 is written by option B, Chetan Bhagat. Question number 2. Who wrote the famous book Wings of Fire? Who wrote? Who wrote the famous book? Who wrote the famous book Wings of Fire? Option A, Kautilya. Kautilya. Option B, Narendra Modi. Option C, APJ Abdul Kalam. Now, which is the correct answer? Who wrote the famous Wings of Fire? Answer option C, APJ Abdul Kalam. Our third question. Is, who wrote the book Fault Lines? Who wrote the book? Who wrote the book Fault Line? Option A, Kalidas. Option B, Rajan. Option C, Amrita. Amrita. Pritham. Pritham. Okay. Now, who wrote Fault Line? Fault Line, option B, written by Raghuram Rajan. Our fourth question, who wrote the book Glimpses of World History? Who wrote the book? Who wrote the book? Who wrote the book? Glimpses of World, Glimpses of World History. And our options are option A, Mahatma. Mahatma Gandhi. Option B, Indira. Indira Gandhi. Option C, Jawaharlal Nehru. The question is, who wrote the book Glimpses of World History? Option C, Jawaharlal Nehru wrote the book of Glimpses of World History. Our fifth question is, who wrote the book Train to Pakistan? Who wrote the book? Who wrote the book Train to Pakistan? Option A, option A, Indira. Indira Gandhi. Option B, K.R. Malkhani. Option C, Abdul Kalam. Who wrote the book Train to Pakistan? Train to Pakistan was written by Indira Gandhi. Our sixth question. Our sixth question. Who wrote the book The God of Small Things? Who wrote? Who wrote the book The God of Small Things? Option A, Anita. Desai. Option B, Chetan. Bhagat. Option C, Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy. Option D, Kautilya. Kautilya. Now, question is, who wrote the book The God of Small Things? The God of Small Things is written by option C, Arundhati Roy. Our seventh question is, who wrote the book Jyoti Panch? Who wrote? Who wrote the book? And our options are A, Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi. Option B, Sarojini Naidu. Option C, Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, what is the correct answer? Written by option A, Narendra Modi. Now, let's look at this 7 question and answers. The author of book Revolution 2020 is written by Chetan Bhagat, who wrote the famous book Wings of Fire, written by APJ Abdul Kalam, who wrote the book Fault Lines, written by Raghuram Rajan, who wrote the book Glimpses of World History, is written by Jawaharlal Nehru, who wrote the book Train to Pakistan. Train to Pakistan was written by Indira Gandhi, who wrote the book The God of Small Things, written by Arundhati Roy, and finally, who wrote the book Jyoti Panch, written by Narendra Modi.